Hi everyone. So in the last sessions we have discussed about data structures, classification of data structures, and in that we have discussed about linked list, right? So in today's session we will discuss about singly linked list, So we will discuss, first we will see what do you mean by a singly linked list, how it is going to be represented, and what are the operations that can be performed on singly linked list, and mainly we will be discussing about creating a singly linked list. Coming to the singly linked list, as you all know, what are the types of linked list? Singly linked list, doubly linked list, circularly linked list, incircularly linked list, circularly singly linked list, circularly doubly linked list. So singly linked list is the simplest type of linked list. Whatever you have seen in last session regarding singly linked list, same as it is in linked list, same as it is singly linked list is going to be represented. It consists of nodes. Each node consists of two parts. One is the data part, another one is the link part. Here why it is called as singly linked list means, in singly linked list, there will be only one link from one node to the another node. Only one link will be provided. As it is only a single link, it is named as singly linked list. See, this is the representation of singly linked list. Each and every node has a one link part that is going to point to the next node. As we have seen, a node is represented by using a structure. See, S-link. S-link is a node for singly linked list which consists of two parts. One is the data part, another one is the link part. And the link part should be of the same structure because each node is of same type, right? So here we are using self-referential structure in order to represent the node of the singly linked list. Is that clear? Coming to the start. The first node address should be pointed by the start pointer. Should be pointed by the start pointer. In first node you will be containing the link to the second node. In the second node you will be containing link to the third node. But the first node link, the first node address should be maintained, right? That should be stored in start pointer. So start pointer is going to hold the address of the first node. The first node link part is going to hold the address of the second node. Second node link part is going to hold the address of the next node. Okay, and this repeats. And coming to the last node link part should be null. Null represents that this is the last node. So this is the representation of a singly linked list. Now coming to the operations of singly linked list. Creating a singly linked list, traversing a linked list, inserting a node into a linked list, deleting a node from a linked list, singly linked list, and searching for a node in a singly linked list. Creating a linked list means you are going to create one normal singly linked list. Okay, a node one after other you will be just inserting. Coming to the traversing a linked list means you will visit each and every node of the singly linked list and you will be displaying its value, data part. You are displaying data part of each node by visiting each node, traversing through each node. Next, inserting a node into a singly linked list. Insertion can be done in four ways. Either inserting at the beginning, first node, inserting at the end, insert last, insert intermediately, like insert before a particular node, insert after a particular node. So we have four ways to insert a node into a singly linked list. Coming to the deleting a node from a singly linked list means, again we have three ways: deleting first node, deleting last node, and deleting one intermediate node, one specific node. You will mention its data part that should get deleted. Next, searching a node. Searching for a specific data part, for a specific node with that particular data in the singly linked list, whether it is present in a singly linked list or not. So these are the operations of singly linked list. So in this session we are concentrating mainly on creation. So coming to the creation of a singly linked list, so we have to follow some steps. So the first step is you have to allocate some block of memory for a node and then divide that block of memory into two parts in such a way that one part holds its data part and another part holds the link path, that is address to the next node. Allocate memory, allocate block of memory for a particular node, and then divide that particular block of memory into two parts such that one contains the data part and other contains the link part. Next, so you have divided it into two parts, right? Data part and link part. So the next step is accepting data part and assigning its link part to null. Accepting data part and assigning its link part to null. For each node you have to repeat this process. Next, after creating and after accepting data and assigning link part to null, you have to establish the appropriate connections for newly created node. And this process should be followed for each and every node creation. Is that clear? So these are the steps to be followed: allocating memory, dividing it, and then reading its data part, assigning its link part to null, and then establishing new connections. So coming to the first step, that is allocating block of memory and dividing into two parts, data part and link part. This can be done by this instruction: temp equal to struct slink asterisk malloc size of struct slink. As we all know, we have dynamic memory allocations to allocate memory dynamically, right? What are the dynamic memory allocation functions in C? malloc, cloc, realloc, and free. malloc, cloc, realloc functions. These three functions are used for allocating a memory, and free function is used for deallocating a memory. So mainly we will be using malloc function for allocating some blocks of memory. So this code, malloc of size of struct slink, this is going to allocate a block of memory, and that block of memory, that block is with this size of this structure. So in the slink structure we have two parts. One is int variable, and another one is one pointer to a structure. So what will be the size of that struct slink? 4 bytes for integer and 4 bytes for pointer. This is in the case of 64-bit. Depending upon the compilers and depending upon the processors, the memory will be changed, right? So total number of bytes get allocated by using malloc function are 8 bytes or 4 bytes. So first you will be allocating memory. After that, so like this, memory gets allocated. After that, you have to divide this block of memory into two parts in order to use, right? So this is done by using typecast. See, struct slink star. So this block of memory is divided in such a way that it points to the structure members. Structure members are of two, right? Data part and link part. So in such a way, it is going to be divided into two parts. One is the data part and another one is the link part, and this address is going to be assigned in temp pointer by using assignment operator. So in this way, first it's allocates and then it divides. This statement is going to divide that particular block of memory into two parts, data part and link part. So this is the first process which need to be done for each and every node of a singly linked list. Next, coming to the second step is accepting data part and assigning the link part to null. So we have created one node, right? We have allocated and we have divided into two parts. Now you have to accept the data part and assign link part to null. This can be done. Accepting means you will be making use of scanf function, right? So scanf %d address of temp arrow data. Why you are using arrow? Because temp is not a structure variable, it's a structure pointer. In order to access structure members by using structure pointer, we make use of a arrow operator, right? And the data part is of one integer variable. So the control specifier what you are using is %d, and it is going to accept temp arrow data. So it is going to accept its data part and assign its link part to null. So like this, a block of memory is allocated and divided, and you have accepted its data part and assigned its link part to null. Now suppose linked list is empty and the node whatever you have created is the first node. This is the first node. This first node should be pointed by a start pointer, as I said earlier, right? So you have to assign this temp address into a start pointer by using assignment operator start equals to temp. So in this way, the temp is going to be pointed by the same start pointer. Temp is also pointing to the first node and even start is also pointing to the first node. So in this way you have to. Next, suppose again I want to create, I want to add, I want to insert one more node. Same process gets repeated. Allocating block of memory, dividing it into two parts, accepting its data part, assigning its link part to null. Now you have to establish appropriate connections between the first node and the newly created node. First node and the newly created node. First node is pointed by the start pointer, right? So start of link should be 2000, should be temp. So start of link equals to temp means in the place of null you will have 2000 here. In the place of null you will get 2000 and the link is formed in this way. So there is a link from first node to the next node by using this start of link equals to temp. So like this, a newly established, newly created node has been established with a link. Suppose again you want to create a new node, same process. Allocate its memory by using the first one, divide it and then read its data part, assign its link part to null. Again you have to establish an link between the singly linked list and the newly created node, right? Now this node has no pointer, I mean it has no name, you can't identify it, right? Again you have to traverse from the first node till you reach this node. How you recognize that this is the end node means if you get the link part as null means that will be the last node. So start equals to 100, right? Next start of link equals to 2000. Next 2000 of link is null. When some particular node's link part is null, it means that this is the end of the singly linked list. This is the last node. Now you have to establish with this node. This node link part should be assigned with this temp again. So 3000 gets stored in this link part and the link gets established between these two. In this way you can create, you can insert as many number of nodes as you want. Is that clear about the creation of singly linked list? So singly linked list is going to be represented like this. Each node consists of only one link, that is to the next node. In this way you will be creating a singly linked list. Allocating block of memory, dividing it into two parts, accepting its data part and assigning its link part to null and then establishing appropriate connections with the singly linked list and the new nodes. So this is the creation of singly linked list. Okay, thank you.